Breaking news. You remember Jack Smith, the one that went into President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home not once but twice looking for documents? You remember that? And even planted documents? Well, Jack Smith has been caught doing more corruption. I voted for President Trump to get these people for all of the criminal activities, for all the corruption that they put this country through. I voted for President Trump. Listen to this. Jack Smith tracked private communication calls of nearly a dozen GOP senators. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino briefed GOP Senator Lindsey Graham, Josh Hawley, Ron Johnson, Marsha Blackburn, and more on Monday about the surveillance that was happening against them via Jack Smith. Really? Can you imagine if the tables were turned on this? Can you imagine if President Trump's FBI DOJ was spying on Democrats? Can you imagine how they would be reacting right now? Oh my goodness, he's a dictator. He's trying to be a king, destroying our Constitution. This is what they would be saying. But as long as they do it, it's okay. Listen to this. Former special counsel Jack Smith was allegedly tracking the private communications and phone calls of nearly a dozen Republican senators as part of his investigation into the January 6, 2021 Capitol riots. A document revealed that Jack Smith and his Arctic Frost team investigating January 6 were allegedly tracking phone calls of GOP senators. And here's the document right here. Look at this. There it is. Here's the document. This is the document. Maybe the document Jack Smith was looking for? I don't know. But he was looking for something. But now this information came out that Jack Smith was spying. You remember when they were spying on President Trump in 2016? When they were wiretapping, trying to get information, trying to get dirt on him, trying to find something? My goodness, they did the same thing. Jack Smith, after months of investigation, charging President Donald J. Trump in the U.S. District Court for Washington, D.C. in his 2020 election case. But after President Trump was elected again in 2024, guess what Jack Smith did? He dropped the entire case. He went before a judge and said, Judge, let's let this one go. Drop it all together. It cost taxpayers $50 million. $50 million to look into fraudulent activity. For him to be a criminal. I want justice. Jack Smith needs to go to jail. If anybody else did anything remotely close to this, people would go to prison for the rest of their lives. So what is going to happen here? Are they going to allow Jack Smith to get away with this? I mean, come on. James Comey, they need to do the perp walk with him, and they need to go indict Jack Smith and do the perp walk with him. They need to get all of these people that were involved in this criminal activity. No longer. Dan Bongino said that the FBI, the DOJ, will be weaponized against the American people. My name is Will Johnson. Like, follow, and subscribe.